I just had a call and I swear I could just do human design all day long. And I said that to her. I was like, I could have a call back to back and then at midnight be like, is anybody else want to talk about human design? I love it so much and I cannot get enough of it. And a huge part of that is just the sheer depth that one can go into with this. In my mind, when I first came across human design, it was like, oh my gosh, I can use this for myself. I can use this for my kids. I can use it for my relationship, and all those things are true. But then my mind went straight to businesses, and in particular, people who are soul-led businesses, soul-led entrepreneurs, healers, practitioners. For me, what I've really come to realize is, so I do have a background in craniosacral therapy and reiki and massage, but my path just led me into having a foot in both worlds. So I do like intuitive led healing, but then I'm also like strategy in business. And so I'm like both at the same time, which is one of the strengths that I bring to my sessions. And I'm super excited about that. So I get to help healers go out in the world and create more and make a bigger splash so that they go on to heal more people. And we all know in this world right now, like that's definitely what people need. I love that ties into what my purpose is. And also at the end of the day, the mission here is everybody needs to know their human design. So that's the other component. And that's also why you'll catch me talking about human design all day, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, if you don't know it, you need to know it. And so before I had human design in my back pocket, I was like certain that I was going to record courses and people were going to download them and people were going to learn stuff. And also, I could do French, I could do yoga, I could do music, like what I could do farming and gardening or homeschooling. What is it that I'm going to pick and do? What I really noticed though is from my gene keys, so from the work that I've done and from my own chart, was that I'm actually like, yes, I can make a course and that's awesome, but I'm not actually meant to. I'm actually meant to do one-on-one high touch containers that I get to dive down deep into somebody's business with them, alongside them, and uncover what their purpose is and what their business wants them to heal and how their business wants to unfold. So what I want it to feel like for me is basically So I live close to a town here, and with human design, it's just about to be what everybody knows and everybody's talking about. And I could totally be the human design girl here locally. But I notice when I drive into town, it makes me really anxious because it's like, oh man, what am I going to do with my kids? And I got to have everything all ready. And so diving into one-on-one calls is the opposite. Like I'm always really excited about it. Everything always happens just magically in a session. And one of my favorite parts is when somebody's like listening or talking, and then they take their pen and their notebook and they just like scribble something down super fast because we just had a huge breakthrough. So yeah, that's definitely the example for me. Now, and I want to say, I know that most of you here, you are not a beginner. You've done a ton of healing and a ton of inner work, and you've probably already started your business, but something still feels off. And I just want to say that as I dive into this work alongside you in the group or in sessions, I totally respect where it is that you are and the work that you've already done and this deep healing that's already taken place. My favorite sessions are when I get to work with heart-led entrepreneurs who have absolutely done this deep work. So we get to immediately dive into the deep end with them in their sessions. And they're just like, yeah, give me more. And it was the same for me too. I'd done a lot of deep work. And it was like, when I first came across human design, I'm like, I'm good. I know who I am. But you just have to try it out because the language, it's just very potent and it gets you just super directed in a direction that you may have already been going in if you've been doing deep work, but you may not have already been going in. For me, what it was like was that I have me where I am whenever I'm like, oh, human design, what is this? And then you have yourself in alignment. And so once you find it, you just have this little journey that you go on where you're like trying to make your way over towards your alignment and standing in your alignment and understanding what that feels like now. So that's truly what we're going to talk about, because when you make your way to your alignment, that's when you are magnetic. And I'm talking like clients book and then message you magnetic. We all get handed this I feel like it's like a manual for how to do business. And maybe it came with your Reiki training, or maybe you took courses, but it's all, here's how you do it. And it's okay, yeah, everything works for somebody, but that's probably not how you do it. And so the biggest thing here is really honing in on what works for you, but also it makes you feel amazing, and it makes your business successful, and it makes you feel amazing. And then you start snowballing in that direction instead of, you can absolutely be successful in your business without this information, but I always see that it comes with an energetic cost. It might be your health, it might be burnout, it might just be stress. Or sometimes I talk to people and I can just see them looking around their business and being like, do I even like this anymore? And yeah, on paper it's successful. But when we bring in human design and gene keys with this, we get to do it all. We get to have our cake and eat it too.